All right, y'all. Welcome to the Overlooked, the Underrated podcast. We got my boy Kejuan Humphreys in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We got my boy Khalil in the building as well, man. What's up with y'all?
Yo.
Hey. So let's start it off. All right, so check this out, man. So we just saw two great games in the AFC and NFC championship in the NFL. We saw the divisional games in the NFL as well. And just so y'all know, I'm a Pat Mahomes fan, and I am saddened at the moment. Like,
It was a good game.
We'll get to that in a second. So look, first let's talk about Aaron Rodgers, right? A lot of people consider him one of the greatest talents ever in NFL history, especially at the quarterback position. But I want to ask y'all first, how has this loss affected his legacy?
I really don't think it affected it. It was more so just like you did all that extra stuff just to have a regular season. Well, nah, he'd had an MVP like season. Let me take that back. But just to like losing in that first playoff game.
I'm gonna tell you what to do. Aaron Rodgers has been protected. I'm gonna tell you how he been protected. Aaron Rodgers ain't been back to a Super Bowl since what?
That's true. That's true.
2010? That was the last time he been to the Super Bowl. And he been to what? 4 conference championships.
I thought you meant. Thought you gonna say so. But yeah, go ahead.
But he gets there. That's the thing. He gets there.
That's what I'm saying. That's not enough no more. Who was he lost to in the conference championships? He lost to Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Has he lost to Brady a couple times?
He did.
The Seahawks.
They blew that lead.
Did they play the Rams? That year they went against the Patriots?
No, the Rams played the Saints. So we understand this guy is one of the best guys ever, but
talent,
he's a winner.
Yeah.
He's not a winner, bro.
Yeah, so, he's like an individual accolade kind of guy.
Yeah,
where he's like, go ahead,
finish.
Like, I don't know if this is a good comparison, but I guess like AI. Whereas you look at him, it's like, okay, he's the best player on the field, best player on the court. Just like, he doesn't win. It may or may not be his fault that they don't win, but it's just like he doesn't win like some of the other greats.
Yeah, and it's not like he puts on good performances and loses. He don't be doing in that loss. He don't be doing his thing. He don't.
Yeah. So this is what I wanted to say real quick. You know what I'm saying? Some people might be like, hey, yo, JJ, you don't even know much about football like that. But check this out. I can recognize greatness. Aaron Rodgers seems like that type of guy, you know what I'm saying? When we have kids and our kids ask about Aaron Rodgers, right? We tell them, I'm like, oh, yeah, he was nice. He was tough as hell. They go look up his accolades, championships, and he only has one to show for it. He just doesn't have one championship kind of talent. You feel what I'm saying? He just like the kind of talent to have more than one. I just feel like him having two will put him in that inner sanctum of quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? It will put him in a different kind of category. You know what I'm saying? Like winning one Super Bowl, I get it. It's hard. It's tough. Is he in the Hall of Fame? Yes. But just winning two, that second one would give him a different kind of status. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, especially with his counterpart like Brady, who was like not that much older than him, has 7. I just feel like Aaron Rodgers should have at least 2 by the end of his career.
Well, football winning a championship is a lot different than it is with basketball. That's why Brady having 7 is a lot crazier than other people not having any. Because it's like so many things on and off the field have to go right. Like, with basketball, you got stuff behind the scenes that needs to go right. But it's like, if you got a squad that can hoop, like the 2017 Warriors, they were going to win. Like, they had too much. But like, you can look at something like even the Rams almost lost. And they have multiple Hall of Famers on both sides. It's a lot more going into it because it's other greats who like Drew Brees only has 1. Dan Marino doesn't have any. And it's like, what was it? Big Ben? Big Ben got 1 or 2?
2.
Got 2.
Big Ben got 2. It's a lot of like all-time great quarterbacks who don't. Okay. Look, I'm finna say a name. All-time great. He sure as hell don't have 1. Matthew can't do anything athletically, Ryan. And he doesn't have a ring.
He ain't. Did you understand? But Matthew, you don't look at Matthew Ryan the same way you look.
You don't.
Yeah, he's not because a lot of people consider Aaron Rodgers a top 10 all-time QB.
Yeah.
You don't consider Matt Ryan a top 10.
Okay, what about Drew Brees? What about Drew Brees? Only got one, and Drew Brees.
Matt Ryan is in that Phillip Rivers kind of tier.
This was
He's good, but if Matt would have won a Super Bowl, then we would look at him different.
Yeah.
But
okay, so what about Drew Brees?
Look at Drew Brees.
Let me say something real quick.
Well, Drew Brees is the same way with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's been protected.
Let me say something about Aaron Rodgers. I remember watching I think it was the conference championship. I don't remember if it was a conference championship or divisional round. But what's the name? Aaron Rodgers' defense got 2 interceptions, practically back-to-back plays, and Aaron Rodgers could not convert neither one of those. And
I do agree with y'all that Aaron Rodgers is overly protected. He's one of them where it's like they look at his upside or what the things he does right a lot more than they look at the stuff that he does wrong, even though sometimes the stuff that he does wrong can lose them a game. It's just he's one of those quarterbacks where it's like if he is on it, then he can take you all the way. So it's like, why get rid of that?
You know, this is kind of
sometimes it's time to move on.
This kind of reminded me of James Harden.
That's a comparison right there.
That's a good comparison.
He's just not a winner. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. I'm not going to debate and deny Aaron Rodgers' greatness. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, but he does not get ridiculed because we were talking about it a while back. I think a couple weeks ago when San Fran got to the second round, and everybody was like, "Man, San Fran don't stand a chance against them." But we was like, "Hey, Green Bay have a tendency of selling too."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And what'd you say?
Green Bay, they do drop the ball pretty often.
They drop the ball. They do it every season. Every year they stay here and they lose.
They're like Portland at this point though. It's like it's almost like they're the team that you know you're gonna face. You know, like how you're playing a game, like a video game or something like that. That automatic CPU boss, it's like you know you're gonna have to go against.
Yeah, right.
It's like that's what they became in the playoff, but it's like you know they're not going any further than the divisional round, the conference round. Championship.
And it's not even just the fact that he has one championship appearance as well. You know what I'm saying? If he had one championship and like 3 championship appearances, that'd be a little bit different.
Yeah. He also hasn't gone back.
But speaking of Big Ben, y'all brought up Big Ben. So what do y'all think of Big Ben retirement?
That nigga should have retired like 2 years ago. I ain't gonna cap.
He should have been gone. When he hurt his finger in week 1, I think that was last year or the year before. He should have been done right then.
But it's like I know towards the second half of the season he was playing, but that's because he's one of those. Like he's a really good quarterback, one of the better quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. So yes, he's always gonna be able to turn it on, or he's always gonna have really good games. But it's like you could see he was clearly deteriorating.
It's like Eli Manning.
Half a decade ago.
It's like the same thing happened with Eli Manning. When Eli Manning was young, he was playing, he was good. And that is why he stayed in the league for that much longer.
But they loved him.
He should not be starting anymore.
Yeah, and then it's like they loved him. So
who do y'all think had the better career, Eli or Ben?
Eli.
They both got 2 rings.
Eli's undefeated against Brady in the Super Bowl, and there's not too many people that can say that.
And then not only that,
only other person who can say that,
beat the undefeated Pats.
I understand that. But if we're talking, if that's how we're talking, then okay. But I'm not sure, but I think Ben had better numbers than Eli.
Like career-wise, like all-time career-wise, or you mean like per game?
Like career-wise.
But he's also who's had better receivers? I don't know. It's actually pretty even. I don't know who I give it to. Maybe I give it to Eli just because I like Eli more than.
Well, who had a better defense too, right? Because if your team,
the Steelers have always had a better defense than the Giants.
Yeah.
Even when the Giants had like JPP, like
so it was good. So wouldn't that mean Eli had more pressure then, since his defense wasn't as good as Ben's?
Nah, not necessarily.
Yeah, it don't. Yeah, because Tom has had some of the best defenses almost his whole career.
No, what I'm saying is that when your defense isn't like top tier, and then you know what I'm saying, in the league. There's more pressure on you as the QB, like, oh, we gotta score because our defense is not
the
good.
Giants defense, they weren't like bad. It just like the Steelers defense would have always been, ever since like the 80s, have always been like
really good.
top 10. So they were like the Giants, they were like middle of the pack. They're average. So it's like if your offense is good, then you're straight. It'll carry you.
Yeah. And really the scoring 40 points, that just started.
Yeah, so it's like if you dropped 40, you were gonna win. It wasn't like you dropped 40 and someone else has 35 points. So it's like you got to keep going. Yeah, most of the time, if you drop 40, you got your backup quarterback in.
Yeah,
they don't even put their backup quarterbacks in anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it's crazy to me. I don't think I've ever seen a backup QB in a game unless someone starting QB was hurt. That is crazy to me, like how football is. But
the game has changed.
All right, so check this out. So now let's get on to the other divisional game. It was a big game, right? Is Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes the new rivalry in the NFL?
For sure.
At least in the AFC, yeah.
Because that game, man, I'm so heated. I missed that game. I looked a little bit at the highlights because like I forgot that the games were going to be on that weekend, and that's how I ended up missing it.
Yeah, it would, and it's not. None of that is Josh Allen's fault. It was just a really good game by both sides, and
whoever got the ball last was gonna win.
Yeah. So like the tell of the tape is the biggest like play was the coin flip.
Yeah.
So do y'all think? So y'all both agree that Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes is the new rivalry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so not Pat Mahomes and Lamar.
They don't meet enough.
Yeah, they don't play.
You know what I'm saying? They don't meet enough. But Josh, this is second straight year. They said the game that they just played was a year. I think like a year exactly since they played in the conference championship last year.
Oh wow!
They playing the same day every year. So
that's crazy.
And they played during the regular season this year.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something. I'm a Josh Allen fan. I mess with Josh Allen. Josh Allen, he's tough. He's just that guy. He could throw, he could run. I really mess with Josh Allen. I'm also a Pat Mahomes fan. Y'all know this. But there's three people I'm fans of in the league: Pat Mahomes, Lamar, and Josh Allen. Well, I probably got Josh Allen probably above Lamar. I haven't seen Lamar enough. I just know he's tough. But those are the three people I'm fans of in the league.
We were just having this conversation, and I'm not gonna lie, both of them are better than Lamar Jackson. But Lamar is like he's the next. Like after them, he's up next. Like when you go into ranking,
but they about the same
are both
age.
better than.
They're like what 2 years older than him because Lamar's
I'm just talking about when you go in as rankings.
Yeah, when you're rankings. Yeah, when you're ranking, I'm putting. I mean, if Aaron's still in the NFL, well, Aaron's still gonna be there. You got Aaron, Josh, and Pat, not in no order, and then you got Lamar coming after them.
Mm-hmm. All right, so y'all know how those games went over.
Depending what Joe do on this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
If he lights
the Rams, light up the Rams, he's above Lamar Jackson. And I'm a huge Lamar fan because I watched his breakout game. Well, he was already kind of breaking out, but when I watched him stump us when we were number 2 in the country, when he dropped 60, I was like, oh yeah, he's a problem.
He's serious.
And y'all know I mess with my boy Lamar because like y'all say he a Vic part 2.0, and y'all know I'm a huge Vic fan. So like, why y'all get quiet like that when I say Vic? Come on now.
I'm a big fan. I just thought you were gonna keep going.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna keep talking.
Nah, bro. Cause every time I bring up Vic, bro, y'all react. Well, especially Kejuan, his reaction, bro. He's like, bro, why you always bringing up this man?
It's because Vic is really good, but you be bringing Vic up on some all time, man. He's just not up there.
Yeah, nah. He changed the way the positions looked at, but like
exactly, like you feel what I'm saying?
He's very influential. He's the AI. Him and AI are the
same. They're literally they came from the same place.
Yeah, they're influential, but that's it.
Like the same city and everything.
All right, so let's check this out.
Without Vic, we don't see a Patrick Mahomes because he's not running around.
Facts.
So check this out. So since y'all was talking about the overtime game, right? I think they should change overtime rules. I think the overtime, instead of it being a 15-minute period, it should be like a 10-minute period, just like in other sports, right? Like in basketball, it's a 5-minute period, right? So I think they should have a 10-minute period and then just have it be like another fourth quarter. I honestly don't understand the sudden death stuff, first to score stuff.
Nah,
I don't know where that came from. I don't know why that's a thing. You know what I'm
well,
saying? Like it's weird to me.
it has to be sudden death because scoring in football doesn't come as fast as scoring in basketball or scoring in like most other sports. So it's like you can have a 10-minute period and then nobody score. And then is either a tie or if it's a playoff game, you add another quarter. But now at this point, you got these players playing 6 quarters. So
That's why you shorten it to like 10 instead of 15.
But regardless, it's like it's a reason you only play once a week.
The regular season overtime games are 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if it's a playoff game and it's 2 really good defenses, then you got these teams playing for whoever knows how long, going on 4 hours at this point in a very physical game. I think the sudden death is cool, but I think both teams should get an opportunity, just like they can keep it where it's like the kickoff thing. I say they keep the coin flip, all of that, but it's just like a regular one. You can choose to do first. So if your defense is playing, all right, you give them the ball first, you stop them, you go score. But if they get it first and they go score, that doesn't automatically mean you lose. It's like, all right, you get a chance to match it, and if they defense stop you, they win. And then if you all both score, then it goes to sudden death, whoever scores next.
Yeah, I agree. But I think only for the playoff games, because like Khalil said, we don't need extra football regular season, especially you got for 6 quarters and they got a game sometimes on Thursday.
Yeah.
And you can't only change the rule only for the playoffs. Let both teams get the ball.
I can see that. I don't have a problem with that because, like, you know what I'm saying.
But then again, you look at how the Bengals just won. That make me think, okay, well, y'all are pros.
That's the way the Bengals won is what reinforces it for me. Because it's like
y'all are pros. Y'all gotta get a stop. Y'all are professional athletes.
Because both did get a chance to touch the ball. You feel what I'm saying? I think did Pat Mahomes get 2 chances actually?
Offensive now.
Oh,
it's more offensive minded now.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes threw a pick.
Yeah, I do know that. That was very disappointing. That was very disappointing. But we about to get to that in a sec. So both of them had 1 chance, right?
Yes.
But what if you're going against what if your defense, what if y'all are both high power offenses with average defenses? So it's like then that that high power offense is gonna score.
But yeah.
So you don't even get a chance.
To be honest, I'm not against either one of them. I'm not against either one of them because it's tough because you look at this past Sunday.
Yeah, it's like y'all are pros. So and it's like that is like another step up from the college level.
Yeah.
So it's like I do agree with that.
We're pros, but if the rule was changed, I would not be against it. If the rule don't change, I'm not against it either. We're professionals. We're professional. At the end of the day, we're professionals. We get paid to stop offense from scoring.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Like that's our job. So it's like sometimes you got to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, you gotta. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. Don't go to OT. If you don't want to play on OT, don't go to OT. Don't go to OT.
People said don't go to OT. All right. Now let's react to the conference championship games now because we're on that. Man, like I said, I'm a Pat Mahomes fan. I was so disappointed because when the score was up 21-3, I was actually thinking about turning off the game. I was like, yo, bro, they
I was finna
they was busting their ass, man. Like they made it look so easy, but I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, please do not get too comfortable because when they go into halftime, Khalil, you know this, you play sports. Kejuan, you know you play sports. And when you go into halftime, you look at the film, you go over like, oh, this what these niggas doing? Oh, all we gotta do is this? All right, bet. You go back out, you know what I'm saying? You figured out the nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? In the second half, they figured out the nigga shit. And they was sitting. They put him in jail. They was sitting on his shit. Like
Joe Shiesty. I don't know.
Completely. I mean, I'm not taking away anything from the offense, but the defense did really good though. You know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But defense. Pat Mahomes not just Pat Mahomes, everybody. Travis Kelce, Hill.
The only person I won't fault on their offense, to be honest, is Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah, okay. He did. Yeah, he was doing good. Oh yeah, okay. I'll give you that. But everybody and everything else, it was so disappointing. Only 3 points in the entire second half in overtime.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I know it's the forbidden number here in Atlanta. but they should have went into the half up 28-3 or 24-3.
Yes.
The yard line. If Patrick Mahomes, if you gotta know,
they had to score that. They had to score that.
He was like, he told Andy Reid, he was like, I want one more play. Give me one more play. And the play was designed to go into the end zone. That's why on the sideline, Tyreek Hill and Miko Hardman had got into it because it was designed to just take a shot in the end zone and using Tyreek Hill as a decoy.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta know as a star quarterback. Because I was talking to my cousin, I was saying, dude, that's a big play, and you can't. He was like, Harry thought, no, if you throw the ball to the end zone, and it's not caught. There's enough time to get a field goal out there. You throw the ball out. If he don't score, that's it. So
if they
4 points there.
If they scored 28-3, that would have been a difference maker. They probably would have won that game.
Being up 28-3 is like almost a lock. Almost. Almost.
But all right. But like I said, Pat Mahomes, he failed me because I was really hurt because you know what I'm saying, I don't really watch football like that. When I did, I was really going for Pat, and that really hurt my soul. But about the Rams game.
One more thing about the other game though, because we really didn't touch on Cincy. Because if we are being honest, yes, the Chiefs offense dropped the ball. But if your offense gives you 21 points, you should be able to win that game, especially if you've been shutting them down.
I forgot to say this too, man. Oh my God, man! When Pat threw those 2 picks, man, the first one in the fourth quarter and the second one in overtime, I was oh my God, man.
Eli Apple was so sorry. He could have won that game for them and been the hero. Instead, Von Bell was. It hit him straight in the chest.
Going off what Khalil said, he got a point. Cause I was on the way home. I was on the way back to school, so I had to listen to the game on the radio.
Right.
And because Tony Romo kept saying, "Why are they going 1-on-1 with Jamar Chase?" They had him not locked up, but they had him.
Yeah.
They started going 1-on-1. That's when he started getting off. Why you changing your defense? It's like they started playing. The whole team started playing conservative. The offense.
And they gotta keep playing aggressive because it's like they're both professionals. That's a professional defense.
That's what people forget.
That's a professional defense on the other side. So it's like, your offense is one of the best ones we've seen in a long time. Y'all ran up 2-1 in the first half, but that is a defense who can and has in the past stopped you.
Exactly.
So you need to be able to replicate that same thing.
The same thing happened the first time they played. They got held.
Replicate the same thing, and they couldn't. And
man, that game. So and that's the thing too. Throughout the whole season. Oh wait, first say what you were saying, Kejuan, before we had started recording about like Pat Mahomes and him trying to be the hero and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes, the only quarterback that I know that will run out the pocket, run back in the pocket, run out the pocket, then throw some Hail Mary pass expecting to be caught. You can't. They're professional players. You cannot do all that backyard.
You can't do that every single time. Yeah,
it's not gonna work all the time, and that's what almost cost them the game in regulation. They was inside the 5, wasn't they? And he took.
They were on the 1. They had 2 plays on the 1. They had 2 plays on the 1.
And he took 2 sacks, and they ended up having to kick a 40-yard field goal. Come on, man. Throw the ball away. Do something.
Yeah, I was wondering why he wasn't throwing it away.
Because he fumbled.
Facts. If they would have just recovered that fumble, there would be no overtime.
Yeah, he tried to make the Superman play too often.
If we're being honest, yeah, great for the Bengals offense, but I think the defense really won them that game.
Terrible. Definitely for sure.
They shut him down. They making him fumble. It is everything. They were coming down. They were hitting all of that.
I want to say something about the Chiefs defense.
They shut out Tyreek Hill that second half. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. I also want to say something about the Chiefs defense because they've been complaining about the Chiefs defense all year. To just for a team to drop 18 on you in the second, like, oh my God. And then Joe Burrow escaped like 3 sacks in like back-to-back possessions. I'm like, wow, so you guys can't touch this guy. It's not like he was just fast or anything. Like
Joe. He's different because
bro, what
you got to think about it. You got to think about it. It's not just some random person trying to tackle you. He had Chris Jones on you.
No, Burrow can move a little bit.
I know. Yeah, I'm saying there's not a lot of people that's just gonna break a Chris Jones sack. He broke 2 Chris Jones sacks in the same play.
I'm saying he can move. He wasn't going anywhere.
The thing with saying, yeah, okay, the Chiefs defense played bad. I understand that, but the Bengals, they didn't score every single time they got the ball.
Yeah, the Chiefs defense played pretty good. It was just a mix of their offense not going and the defense, because it's like the way the game is set up now, even if you have a really good game, it's more offensive because offense sells tickets. So it's going to, they're going to protect the receivers, going to protect the quarterback. The game is more fast paced. You're going to score. Yeah,
right.
Like, even if you're getting blown out, you're going to score.
You got to know that too. Like, it's like you can I understand the Chiefs defense is bad, but the Chiefs defense has actually been pretty good these past couple weeks. Ever since the team, they got much better. But it's like, you got to put the same kind of emphasis on the offense. Out there, you got to put some points up on the board.
Yeah. Because they did force Cincy to punt multiple times, and it's like, all right, we are getting you the ball right here with the tie or with the lead.
It's hard to stop a team for a whole 4 quarters.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
With the weapons that Cincinnati got.
Yeah.
Ain't no way, like
they have, and then not only that, they have they were bad, so they drafted champions, not just like some top players around the country. Like, the players that they drafted won championships, and like Joe Burrow had his historic season in the SEC, won a championship. Jamar Chase with him, Joe Mixon, but he's different. So it's like T. Higgins won a championship with Clemson. So it's like they have winners as their core.
Yeah. They got these ain't no young guys that never played no big games.
The offensive tackle who was with them at LSU, like they won together. Like, even like with Clemson being there, they all played each other. So
yeah, they played in big games. The lights weren't too bright.
Yeah, they used to.
Yeah. So real quick, so y'all want to touch on the Rams game, the Rams and the Niners game?
Yeah,
we can talk about it. We can talk about it because everybody's saying Jimmy G this, Jimmy G that.
Yeah, I was just saying that might Jimmy G last game.
We know Jimmy's not that good. We know that.
He's a system quarterback.
If looking at them especially the last play was really bad. He flicked the ball behind him and ended up being picked. It's like the defense got to do, like, on the flip side, it's like you got to know your personnel. You got to know, okay, our offense ain't as strong. So the defense, guys, we got to pick up this. We got to pick up the slack. What's his name? No. What's the dude's name? Art dropping that bunt return pick.
Yeah, that was crazy. The only thing that I'm not going to take off their defense, their defense could have put them in position to win multiple times, not just that drop pick, but they are going against.
Yeah, they going against some boys.
They going against.
They're going against Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got Jalen Ramsey on defense. One of my boys, he played football at Kennesaw State. He was telling me how he feel like Jalen Ramsey is the greatest cornerback of all time, and I was like, whoa,
Deion.
I was like, whoa, what about Deion? And then he was like,
I go Deion, Revis, maybe like Night Train Lane.
The way he was describing Jalen Ramsey, he was like
crazy.
The way he was describing
Jalen Ramsey is one of them though.
Yeah, he was just like, he's athletic as hell, and he could cover the run and something else at the same time.
Yeah,
so
but
he was Deion.
Deion shut down the whole, like Jalen Ramsey, he'll shut down like your number one player, he'll get no targets. Deion will shut down the entire side because he's fast enough where if you throw it over top, he'll get it. But he's chippy, so he's gonna press him. So if you try to just throw a quick slant, he's gonna catch it, and you're not gonna catch him.
And Darrelle Revis had like a one of them Mortal Kombat ladders. All them. That one team whooped all them. Randy
2009 Revis Island.
All them boys. He got all them out of there.
I think he held all of the top 10 receivers to like 60 yards.
Yeah.
Each time they played.
That sounds like something that Jalen Ramsey would do, because he was telling me that Jalen Ramsey, like, there was a nigga that averaged like something 100 yards a game, some shit like that. I forgot. And then, but when he went against Jalen Ramsey, he had like 60 or some shit like that. I forgot. It was something like that.
Jalen Ramsey, he shut down your number one. But the thing that made, like, you should go back and watch the highlights. The thing that made that year with Revis so different was he shutting them down. But if you threw it at him, he's gonna catch it.
Man.
So it's like it was no point in even attempting to throw.
They get targeted.
Yeah, they just wouldn't even throw it to. It's like they know Jalen Ramsey, so they'll try to trick him and all of that, and then they know if they throw it to him, he gonna break it up or he gonna hit him. They wouldn't even test Revis because it was like he's gonna catch it.
Hell yeah, I feel that. So
Revis Island.
Go ahead.
He's at Revis Island.
Yeah, I said Revis Island.
And I was gonna say, I don't feel like you can blame the Sixers, not Sixers.
You can't blame the Sixers.
Yeah, the Niners defense. The reason why is because like the defense and special teams won them the divisional game. And I mean, how did they score in the Rams game? Did they like because
Debo wasn't it?
A long Debo run in a Kittle touchdown in the third quarter.
Debo was their offense.
Yeah.
Debo and Kittle. I
did see that. I did see him go crazy. Shout out to Debo Saints.
But yeah, I'm just thinking like, you know, I mean, I don't know who to blame. I think, you know, they was going to get the team that was better than them. I think that's what happened. But that drop pick by Tart was crazy. That might have won them the game. But at the end, that D-line was getting back to Garoppolo every play. He couldn't do anything. So Jimmy G, he bad, but I can't put this game fully on Jimmy G. He's bad, but I can't put this game on Jimmy G. He's not that kind of quarterback to where, you know, he's gonna go out and win you he's not gonna go out and win a game.
He's a system guy.
He's a game manager.
A game manager, yeah.
Who do you put the game on?
I don't put the game on anybody.
Yeah, I think he just played a better team.
Yeah. I just think the Rams were better than them.
Yeah.
So who y'all got winning the Super Bowl then? To me, who y'all think? To me, I think the Rams gonna win. I think the Rams gonna beat
the Rams should win it. It's like the Rams should win it. But if Cincy has one of those Cincy games, but the only thing is, it's going to be a little bit different this time. Because, like, the Chiefs were stopping Jamar Chase, but they had to put a safety over top.
Yeah.
The Rams don't need a safety over top. They got somebody.
You shadow him. Stay with him the whole game.
And then the thing about Jalen Ramsey is he's one of them where he's like, you don't even got to tell me. He's the corner where he wants to be on the opponent's side so he can talk shit to the coach while checking the number one receiver. So, like, he wants that. He's going to want to thrive in that. So he's not going to want no help. And then Eric Weddle playing like he's still with the Chargers. He led them in tackles.
That whole defense. That's why
Aaron Donald, Von Miller.
Yeah. I think it would have been tough for anybody to beat them. I was still going for the Chiefs to beat them, but it's different because they offense stacked and they
defense stacked. Multiple Hall of Famers on that defense.
So does that make them a super team?
Teams don't got that. NFL's
NFL don't got super teams.
NFLs don't have super teams.
They just have a whole bunch of really good guys.
Because it don't. One, it's different with the NBA. NBA, one player can make you a contender. NFL, one player. It don't matter if you got a good player or not. You can still be first draft pick.
Yeah.
Because it's more of a team sport than basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So much stuff has to happen.
Yeah.
If you have like a whole bunch of 11 guys are Pro Bowlers, you don't think it's still not a super team?
because if it's like if you're having a really good year, then your team is probably gonna have more Pro Bowlers. Of course, you're gonna have like the top pick, just like in any sport. You're gonna have your automatic All Stars, but it's like the Pro Bowl is whatever team is like whatever guys is doing the best on their team. But it's like with football, anybody can be good at any given year. Like you can literally Cincy went 2-14, and then went 4-13, and now they're in a Super Bowl. Like any team can be good at any given year.
It is ridiculous.
So it's slightly different.
Yeah, it's too much moving parts too. It's too much moving parts.
Like you can,
because like you can have.
Say it again. You broke up. Say it again. You broke up for me.
I was saying it's too much. It's too many moving parts in football. Because in basketball, a guy plays offense and defense. Football is not like so.
Yeah.
What Tom Brady does has nothing to do with what his defense does.
The Eagles won with their backup quarterback, with Nick, and not only just their backup quarterback, with Nick Foles. So,
well, I do want the Rams to win because I do like Odell Beckham Jr. You know what I'm saying? Hope nothing but the best for him. He's been through a lot. Yeah, he's had a lot of injuries.
Deserve a ring.
Yeah. Because I know he tore his ACL. What else happened to him?
He tore his ACL.
Yeah, he had to go to the Cleveland. Yeah, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
That's low key worse than the ACL thing.
Chill.
Hey, it's because he tore his ACL off a pick.
Bro, you heard what he just said, bro.
He threw Baker Mayfield the reason he tore his ACL.
Yeah, he threw a pick and he tried to go tackle him. He tore his ACL.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah,
I remember too.
I think the Rams gonna win it.
And I remember too when he was sent to the Browns, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, the Browns gonna be tough this year."
Because they were supposed to on paper, but it was just like, and then they had Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett. Like their team is good. It's just Baker Mayfield.
Right here, they got a lot of good players.
Yeah.
They don't put it together.
Yeah.
They got Nick Chubb.
Facts. They got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Jarvis Landry, had Odell. I don't care. Baker Mayfield is a Heisman winner, #1 overall pick. And then he's not even bad. It's just he's inconsistent and he makes dumb decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. He costs us a lot of games.
Yeah. Like he
not dumb, just wins. Unintelligent.
Nah.
It's dumb.
It's dumb. It's like what are you doing, dumb?
Yeah. He'll show flashes because last year he looked like okay, Baker finna be that guy. The way he finished that season out, and then he come out this season. Now, granted, they did say he got hurt in like week 3, week 4, and he never fully recovered from that. So we'll see what he do next year.
All right, and the last topic. So let's talk about that Kyrie versus Curry matchup.
Yes, sir.
I know Kejuan be looking forward to this. For those of y'all that can't see, he got on his Kyrie jersey, Brooklyn Nets. Is it signed yet?
No, it ain't signed. I gotta mail it to him.
Facts.
Now you gotta mail it.
You can't play at home, so you can just wait from them.
Oh yeah, I think they come to Atlanta sometime. I'll be in the building maybe.
April 2nd. April 2nd.
Okay, I might be in the building for real.
I was looking it up because my lady's a KD fan.
But you was like, I might be in the building for real.
Yeah, I might be in the building for real.
Look, don't just in case someone gets hurt, still go to the game. Because I wasn't gonna go, and I miss Jalen Suggs going crazy.
Oh, yeah, he was dunking.
And DeMar had 40. He had 42, and we lost by 10.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So all right, so let's see what we're gonna talk about. All right, so check this out. All right, so Kyrie and Curry, where y'all at?
All time Curry.
Oh, come on.
I mean, not all time, but like
I got Kyrie jersey on. I'm gonna tell you it's Curry.
Not all time, but like
right now, say Curry.
Yeah, right now.
Right this second.
I'm saying Curry because Curry just came off a 40-point game.
I feel that right there. I mean, who's having a better year? I mean, if Kyrie played full time this year, then he would have a better year. But since he's not playing full time, then I guess I'll give it to Curry. But I mean, Curry right now he's going through a little slump, and Kyrie's playing some of the best basketball of his whole career.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. He only got to play one game a week.
1 game a week. I mean, hey,
come out there and bust somebody ass.
That 1 game, you got to.
You got to. This is gonna make his stats look crazy.
It is.
Like we just look at like after he retired, just his all-time stats.
He averaged 29 this season.
29, 8-8. He didn't win MVP.
He didn't win MVP. He played 12 games.
Y'all stupid as hell. But look, so like the thing is though, so I mean Kyrie, he went stupid, you know what I'm saying? 32 points, 9 of 21 from the field. I'm looking at let's see. Oh, 30, Golden State. Curry, 5 of 18, 3 of 10. Okay, you know, it's not.
Did the game get that runner to the corner?
So y'all agree that Kyrie won his matchup, right?
Yeah, Kyrie. Yeah. The matchup lost the game though, but he won the matchup.
If we're being honest though, typically when you go to their one-on-one matchup, Kyrie wins. Kyrie doesn't really lose one-on-one matchups though.
Yeah.
Because like he's gonna score on you, and then those few times where he does lock somebody up on defense, or he does get a steal, like it boosts him because he's gonna score on you.
Yeah.
So like Curry's gonna score on you too, but it's like sometimes Curry's defense is a little bit more lackluster than Kyrie's. Personally.
I mean, no. Curry plays defense. He's just
he does. I'm talking about compared to Kyrie. I said I think Kyrie is a little bit, more aggressive on defense.
I mean, he's just better at playing defense than Curry.
Yeah, and then his team isn't as defensive as he doesn't have Draymond Green.
So he has to play. Like he has to play defense because they need defense. But I think personally, as what I've seen over these past years as a Kyrie fan, I see Kyrie gets up for that matchup more than Steph gets up for that matchup.
Yeah.
Because I think the only time that Steph really outplayed Kyrie, besides a couple games in the finals, was that game when they played in Golden State when Kyrie was with Boston. Like the first year Kyrie was with
Boston. You talking about that game where he did that little?
You talking about the fake spin game?
Yeah, the little. Yeah, y'all know.
I don't know.
Kyrie had 37. That's the only time I really seen Steph really hoop on Kyrie.
Because I think it's a bigger game for Kyrie than it is for Curry.
Well, who won that game though?
Golden State won that game.
Oh, where? I wouldn't necessarily say that Curry just outplayed Kyrie that game, but I know what you're saying though. Like he hooped with Kyrie.
It's a bigger game for Kyrie than it is for Curry because Curry is cemented. He's going to be cemented. The only thing we're battling right now is how high in the top 10 he's going to be by the time he finishes. Kyrie is a little bit different because it's like when you look at a talent, he's one of the best hoopers to play, but it's just like
the off the court issues.
Off the court, and it's just overall his all-time stuff is like he doesn't really have any personal accolades to help him boost.
Yeah.
He just one of those where if you look at him or if you watch him, he's one of the best players on the court.
Yeah. It's like if we were to tell our kids, look up Kyrie Irving, they just looked up what he did, they'd be like, okay, you showing me this mid guy. No, you gotta
you show me this mid guy.
If you show him highlights, it's like
okay.
It's kind of like the whole MVP D Rose thing. It's like if you just look at it, okay, he had a pretty good season. But when you look at it, watching it wise, it's like okay, it was different. Yes. Same thing with LeBron 2018, where it's like he had one of those years because you can just look at the numbers. But when you watch it, it was like this is the best basketball in an 82 game stretch in human history. So,
yeah, man. See, that's why I can't be arguing with people that don't watch basketball. Because there was this person I was arguing with the other day. They was sitting there trying to tell me that Kobe's not. What did he say? I think he said. Because I said Kobe top 3. He was like, Kobe's not top 3. I think he said Kobe probably not even top 5. That's when I lost my shit. And I was just like,
Kobe's not in my top 3.
Wow. I mean, that's cool. But when he said Kobe not top 5, that's when I just lost it. And I was just like, what on earth are you talking about? I just can't. I can't. But
low key, he sometimes don't even be in my top 5.
Oh my God.
But my 4 through 7 changes up a lot the more I learn just about each player. My 4 is LeBron, MJ, Kareem, Shaq. And then sometimes I put Kobe at 5, sometimes Magic, sometimes Bird. It just sometimes just depending on who.
Yo, Kejuan's face right now.
It's just like the more history I learn, the more like I see sometimes, people move around, but they all the same level. You can honestly 1 through 7, if you really just wanted to make a case for them, I'm not gonna lie, you can make a case for Kobe all time, number 1 all time, if you just really try it.
Yeah,
definitely for sure. Well, all right, boys, appreciate y'all time, man. It was fun recording with y'all.
Yeah, man.
Always, man.
Y'all getting on reg? Y'all getting on pro tonight?
Getting on what?
What's going on? I'm gonna hit the gym. Oh, should I stop recording?
Wait, hold on. Let me say something real quick. Hey, make sure y'all click the link down below. You know what I'm saying? Check out all my socials. You know what I'm saying? If you want to comment something or something you want us to talk about, just comment something on my socials. And yeah, I appreciate y'all time, man. Y'all share the link with somebody. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
This nigga